Hello, this is what I'm going to show you today. This is of course made of kathal pasinda, and it's a favorite dish of mine. It's a signature dish. I make it with mutton, chicken, and today I'm going to do it with soya, but yesterday I made it with kathal. So this is what it looks like. Even if you taste it, it is just like chicken or mutton. So that is kathal pasinda, and this is how I'm going to start. So I have simplified this traditional recipe. It was my dadi's recipe, and over the years I've really simplified it so that it can be cooked very easily. The trick is to put the onions sliced like this, like a salad, half a salad ring, you know. So the idea is that if you put onions like this, then it melts and it dissolves and it doesn't stand out after it being cooked. So we flavor the vegetable oil with some whole spices, that is badi ilaichi, choti ilaichi, long, black pepper, dalchini, and then we put this onion, and this is soya which is soaked in hot water and then squeezed out. So we put that, little more of the onion, salt. So this is exactly how I make the mutton and the chicken or the kathal. We just don't fry it. Actually, we just boil it with a little bit of salt, ginger paste. There is no haldi that goes into it, and no garlic. So it's a very unusual dish, and it has been a favorite in our household for ages. So I did 2 lots. I did the earlier lot so that you can see. So this just needs to be pressure cooked for 1 or 2 whistles, and then we have a big kadahi, my favorite 40-year-old kadahi, and this is what the soya that is boiled looks like. And all that we need is some fried onions, and these are the spices, some roasted dhania powder, roasted chili powder, and little bit of garam masala. So we put some very little oil, and then we just put the boiled soya bean. In this case it's soya bean bari, but you can put the boiled chicken or mutton. With ginger, and for chicken and mutton I don't put water, but with vegetables you need to put a little bit of water, just half a cup or so. And now we just put the roasted spices. So you roast the whole coriander and make a powder, and you put very little of garam masala powder and some chili powder that's also roasted, and then we put some browned fried onions. So this is a very super simple way of making a traditional recipe that has been passed down over years, from my dadi to my mother. I started making it since the age of 15. And every time I make it, I add a little water to make it. That's the one that I boiled earlier. So it will be made the same way. And see, all that we will need to do is add a little bit of water and then dry it up. So we do this twice or thrice and flavor it with a little dollop of ghee to get the aroma. So it's not a dish with a gravy, but you don't need anything else with it. It tastes heavenly just by itself with some dosti roti or mischi roti. So that's how simple it is. If for the mutton and chicken you want a little bit of gravy, then you just add a little bit of water, but very little. So this is soya pasinda. Now we can put it in a bowl. Put it in my favorite bowl. And there you are. The vegetarian pasinda, which is no less than a non-veg dish.